every time I went to camp as a camper, I was always looking forward to working with the teachers and kind of going through a little bit of a horn boot camp. So throughout the year, I'd always kind of get a lazy hand when I was holding my bell and using my hand position in it. And going back to camp, my teachers would always remind me, and it was always a great start to the new year. So even though we're not having camp right now, I thought that I could offer a few tips and tricks to make sure that you have the proper hand position to help you with any placement auditions or any performances you have coming up, maybe at the beginning of the school year or that you'll be working towards. So one of the best ways is just to start from the beginning. When we have our hand ready for our hand position, we want to keep it nice and flat. And we want our thumb to be flush to the index finger. So kind of like that. If you see a little bit of a triangle, you're doing the right thing. And that little nub on the thumb that you see here, that comes really in handy in a moment. So once you have your hand ready, nice and flat with a little bit of the thumb attached to the index finger there, then you want to kind of create like a bit of a cupping motion with your hand, almost as if there's some water on the inside that you're holding or you're cradling. And that is an ideal hand position to get you started. There's always some tweaking that is involved, but start with that. So again, flat hand, thumb flush to the index finger, and a slight cup. And what you want to do, it's counterintuitive, but instead of having your hand against the bottom of your bell here, which happens when we get a little lazy, right? Over when we're holding our horn and we're playing a little too long, it kind of falls down, but we actually want our hand to be at the top of the bell, and this allows the air to move under. And where this little thumb triangle comes in handy is that tells you how far your hand should go into the bell. And so you can kind of even hear a difference. When we have a bad hand position, we get kind of a very mellow, soft sound. And it's all right, but we can do better. If we do our hand position properly, and we put it in there, we have a bit more brightness to our sound, but we can change that. We've got a lot more control over the notes that we play. It also helps us slot our notes as we go into the higher register. So if I didn't have my hand in the bell very well, or if I was getting a little lazy, and I started playing a bunch of notes up in a gliss, they're a little sloppy. If you put your hand in the bell with the correct position, you can actually slot those notes into place and they become a bit more accurate as you go higher. So the notes really slot into place, which can help you when you're working on accuracy as you move forward in your practice. So there's your little bit of a horn boot camp, bringing you back into having your hand position proper as you move forward in the school year. Happy practicing, everyone!